I'm joined by Fog. We've seen the lineup, the panel. They seem to really like what TNC's got going on here. Would you agree, Fog, or what do you reckon about these two?
I did like the CK last pick a lot better than the actual Tide Hunter for team fight. Gives them more late game so they don't have to just rely on that sniper. It's also a pretty good matchup versus the Tiny as long as Tiny doesn't get super farmed and out of control. So you don't have to worry about that cleave. That's only the real thing they have to deal with the CK illusions. Her Queen of Pain can, but the other three, Rubik, Night Stalker, Clockwork, they do not deal with Phantasm well whatsoever. So I like the adjustment that they made to be able to put that Vengeful Spirit on support. And now they have two buffers, two buffing heroes for Sniper. Vengeful Aura, Bloodlust on a Sniper and a CK. Sounds pretty good to me for TNC. However, I haven't seen...
30 seconds.
I don't think Tiny's lost here at DreamLeague.
Nah.
Right?
No, I think
it has a 100% win rate.
It's definitely got a crazy win rate, I'm sure. I don't know if we've got... Is Nox in today?
Nox, I don't think Nox is awake right now. It's way too early for Nox.
Stat guy, if you're there, stat guy, give us some stat about that.
I think I can check really quick.
He might be in, I don't know.
I think I can check.
But yeah, we could do our own stats. We don't need you, Nox.
We don't need Nox. I just get false stacks though, and Nox always yells at me. He's like, "That's not true."
Well, they grab the runes, 2 for 2. Ben-Hur actually able to grab 2 bounty runes to start off the game. Feels pretty good for the Queen of Pain.
Tiny lost 1 game. Okay.
He lost 1 game.
90% win rate on Tiny in DreamLeague so far.
All right.
But that's pretty high. But we are looking at TNC and looking their lineup anyway versus that Tiny since they have the CK minus armor and like we said the buff up from the Ogre as well as the Venge. Wave of Terror can be pretty obnoxious as well for Tiny. I like what Sam H is doing again as well as that offlane Nyx Assassin. Take a look at that. He just loves pulling that offlane into the secondary creep wave so he can get that big deny and get that lane advantage because otherwise he can suffer a bit. So it is an aggro tri-lane from Happy Feet to try to shut down this CK. I think this is where 1437, after throwing maybe one more Ignite, pop the Clarity, run toward that bottom lane. I think the damage will have been done already in that mid.
Yeah, Sniper certainly get that set up to have a very good start against the Queen of Pain. And certainly is one of those matchups that if the Sniper does get a level or so ahead, it can be hard for the Quap to lane against once those shrapnels come online.
Yep.
Got to be careful how you play that lane as the Quap. Can't get too aggressive.
Yeah, 1437 still just sticking around the mid lane. I mean, they're just going to sack Raven for a bit then. I don't know.
Nasty lane indeed for Ben.
Yeah.
Managed to get a dagger out. 8 for 5 against the 0 for 0 because of this Ogre harassment. What's that? It's like, what, 2 clean waves just completely controlled by TNC in the mid lane.
I guess they're just going to play around the other 2 lanes and just let the CK get sacked a tiny bit. He's farming under the tower anyway. And they're probably assuming that they can force some reactions. There's 2 different ways to deal with that, right? It's either you force reactions or you go to the lane. So 1437 wants to just force reactions.
Down bottom. Dragging in Rappy. They got the stun as well. Magic missile to follow up. Raven looking for the block off. Rappy, can he get himself out of there? He's trying to run.
They've got one more hit. A Wave of Terror too after.
And the Mango. Bam.
Go for it
Another
here.
stun. And as you say, Wave of Terror.
It's not enough.
Raven has to back off. But now, the turnaround maybe. Jules comes in with the cogs. Battery, so it's being split between the 2 of them. But Raven's falling low. He's trying to get out of there. He will be fine. Jules also falling low. Raven turns. He's got another rift. He's trying his best, but the Fairy Fire's out for Jules. Jules survives.
Tim's hit a creep there by accident.
Oh, I tell you, hasn't it a creep? I'm still waiting for this Quap to get a CS fogged.
Oh yeah, he's got 0, huh?
He's got 0 and 0.
Oh my.
It's a tough time for Ben. Come on, Ben. I just want to see one. Here we go. Oh, no.
He might just die.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. If that was a headshot proc, he actually would have been slain. Top lane.
There we go. Moving in onto Sam H. And we'll grab it. Drag him back. Spike Carapace is out. Trying to play around this, but with the tree up, Trex's got a lot of punch. Happy Feet. Can they get this kill? Stick charges come through. Sam H with the stun.
He's
Jesse
pretty tanky now. He's good.
Trying his best with the body blocks, but it's not going to happen.
Woo.
I feel like we need Nox because I want to know what's the longest time in a game that the mid laner has not got a CS. You know what I mean? Because we're 3.5 minutes in, and he's 0-0. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that before, where he literally has no CS. Not even one.
That is,
Here we go.
Yeah, it's really not good for...
man.
Really not good for
And he's
Happy
not
Feet.
getting any anytime soon because the Ogre's back in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Like this, surely... I don't know. Like the fact that mid lane's gone that badly for Happy Feet, how do they come back from a... Come on, Ben. This is it.
He's going to get one.
Oh!
Nope. Nope.
Oh!
Bloodlusted
Oh,
sniper.
no.
Too much damage. Too much attack
That's
speed.
the CS. Come on, Ben.
He got it.
Yes! Ben's got it. He's back in the game. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for Ben. But it is 19-16 against the now 2-for-1.
Yeah, 19-16.
That is such a
sniper
difference.
lasted with a DD rune now.
Oh.
Oh, Ben gets another one. He's got 3.
Outdoing himself here, Ben.
That being said, though, Night Stalker, Rappy, getting very solid farm. We've seen what Night Stalkers can do with the first nighttime, and this time it is a core one, so he really needs to build him up. Ben-Hur needs a pause.
He needs a pause.
He's like, sec. That's like, guys, I really need it.
He does. Let's chill out.
Maybe with the rotation here from Jules. They can
I mean, he
maybe-
needs it. He's had no out at all in the mid lane.
If they can just go for a kill, that can be it, but, I mean, he's level 4 in comparison to the 3 Queen of Pain, Ben-Hur. Struggling. God bless you. Anytime, man. He's back.
I'm back. So 0-0. So far, no kills.
Pretty surprising that there's no kills, too. Thought bottom would die. You right, mate?
Oh, sorry.
Need a tissue?
I'm
I got
good.
a couple over here.
I'm good.
You good?
What a start to the game. I mean, this sniper, he's going to be big.
He's gonna be massive. They do have the clockwork, like Lumi was saying. He can get caught out a little bit in the laning phase, but at the current situation that it is looking at,
we're back.
Cuckoo should be just fine. As long as he doesn't get caught too far up in the river, he shouldn't get punished by this clockwork. But here comes the Shadow Strike Cuckoo.
Oh,
Getting baited. Jules commits in, gets the cogs. Cuckoo's pretty tanky though.
I mean, Cuckoo could turn
He's
and
got a
hit.
DD.
Yeah, just turn and peep them.
Summer attack.
Jules has to back up. He can't stick around any longer than that.
Rubik now. Jesse Bash wanting to join the fray. Puts
Oh.
down a ward. Ben-Hur blinks in.
He's blinked in.
He's baiting.
He is. The Rubik is there, as you say. Backups there for 1437. Taking down this sniper would be pretty huge. They're throwing everything in at Cuckoo.
Even Rappy
4
TP's in.
heroes coming mid. They're like, guys, the
there's 7
sniper
mid.
is severely outlaning me. We have to kill him. I don't think they're not going to be able to.
That
The
was
backups there.
Strategical pause. That's what he was telling his team. He's like, all right,
I
guys,
guess
bring
so.
4. We can get him.
It's
Now,
like-
there is a shrine available, and both teams will run to scurry to that one. And for the efficiency shrines, they will be done. Both use at the same time. And this alleviates pressure from Raven, who has completely caught back up in last hits. 25-3 for the Chaos Knight. He's feeling happy. Cuckoo has no shrapnel charges for the time being now. So we'll have to be careful to those upcoming ganks. I think they should put him a lane ward either on the right side to watch the clockwork rotations or just one to watch from above. On either side would be nice coming out from the Ogre.
Yes.
How's our Nyx Assassin's doing well too versus a Tiny?
Yep. He's getting something out of that, though.
Yep. Pretty tough.
17 for 4.
Tough lane. He gets hit by the tree. Pretty hard.
He's pretty beefy, though.
Yeah.
Unlikely to be bursted down. And this 1v1 as it is, it's now going to turn into a 2v1. So Tims will turn up and force ranks to back up a bit and can put a bit of pressure on. This Tiny's been getting a lot of farm up top.
Yeah.
So a little bit of pressure would be nice for TNC.
First nighttime though is gonna go by, and Rappy's still unable to find anything. He's just gonna go back to farming as this Night Stalker.
Not the dream at all.
No.
You say you want to do something early on this NS.
We've seen the offlane Night Stalkers take over the game in the first few minutes, so. How's our supports looking? So level 3s on the supports on Happy Feet, level 4 on Ogre, and he does place that side ward as well to watch the Clockwork's movements. I do like those wards. It's exactly what I was mentioning before. Just be able to watch and protect the sniper who's having such a dominant laning phase.
Shoving that lane in as well, Ben.
They want to try for some kind of dive. It looks bottom. They're looking for Raven. The TP's support's going to happen. Sam H is going to be the first one.
Here comes the Nyx Assassin. Bit of his mana drain. Telekinesis for Jesse Vash. Raven tries for the pullback with a rift. Can't quite get it. Jesse Vash into the tree line. Will be fine for now.
That drop stun, very nicely placed by Jesse to prevent that reality rift from happening.
I'm going to try now. They're dragging back in Rappy. He is a big target. They've got the follow-through stun. Do they have the damage with the Fire Blast? They should do so. Rappy pops the stick charges. Out comes the Phantasm. Raven ready to fight, trying to get the Rift. But as he flaps his way over the tree line, Rappy's going to make it out. And Jabs, he'll be the new target. Raven drags him in instead. And finally, 8 minutes in, the first blood has fallen.
That's Jules, but yes, Jules took that.
What am I saying?
You said Jabs.
Oh.
It's okay. That's Mineski.
keep
They've got
mixing up
very
Jabs and
similar
Jules.
names.
I'm from here. I'm watching this screen from a mile off. Yeah.
That's
I see like the J and the Z.
That's true.
I get confused. It's early in the morning. Still waiting.
Jules again.
Oh,
He's dead.
okay.
He died instantly back to back. Quick respawn time though. He's on level 3. Sam H with that DD. Mid lane. Cuckoo just using Assassinate over and over again. Keeps canceling it. He wants Ben-Hur to eat that shot, and he does.
Ben's coming back in on this. Got to be a little careful.
Oh, look at that. Cuckoo tried to throw the shrapnel on the back lines too. Tim's, just in the meanwhile, has been in a 1v1 versus that Tiny up top, but yeah, here we see the smoke coming out. Rappy does have darkness available. They are looking to punish this sniper. Cuckoo is salving up in the mid. He's got an Ogre to defend him, but I don't think it's going to be enough to
he
the
is
triple
deep.
rotation.
Cuckoo standing very, very far over on the enemy territory. He did not expect this smoke rotation to come in at all, and Cuckoo will be taken down. 14:37, also getting tossed in by X-Rag as Jules picks up a double kill. As quickly as he dies on the bottom lane, comes back into the game mid, and yeah, that smoke catching TNC vastly off guard. They did not position themselves in any way to expect that.
And he gets the D word. That was a very nice smoke coming out from them, using that darkness right away while it's up. And they smoke again. They're looking to continue this action.
See where they can head towards. Cuckoo's TPing back in mid lane.
They want Cuckoo
If
again.
they can do it a second time.
It is going to be daytime though for 2 more minutes, so it's a lot harder without that Night Stalker movement speed and flight and attack speed. And Ben-Hur has actually just switched to the bottom lane. He's like, I've had enough of this sniper.
I don't know if this lane's going to be any nicer. If they can get any sort of stun from Fog.
No, he's also just going to suffer in the last hits. Chaos Knight has a solid 20 over him. Sam H is looking for Jesse. They've got the sniper coming in with the assassinate too soon. Cuckoo throws it out. Bam!
Bullseye.
Thanks for standing still.
Hey, I thought you used to swear, didn't you? Did they change that? Or is it a different voice line?
I think it's a different one.
Oh, feel bad. Bottom
And now
lane.
bottom. This Rappy shows bottom.
Bam! Dragged in,
Quickly
taken
blown
down. Raven. Killing spree for that, man. Mid lane. Shrapnel into the stun for Sam H. Is it enough to bring him down? They've got
The
the
snipe.
assassinate. Pew!
Oh!
Not enough.
8 HP. That was very close though. I mean, he just showed up back there and he has to go back to base. 3 cores on the side of TNC at the top of the net worth. Only the Tiny is separating it. And now they've turned this bottom kill into a tower push. Raven will have that armlet finished up at an extremely early time. That's painful.
Jules.
Jules pulled in.
Drag back. Look at the stun.
Lots of
And
TP
a little
rotations.
TP, yeah. TNC have to be careful. Jump forward from Ben-Hur. Yeah, they're going to have the Phantasm pop a Raven, and Ben-Hur's jumped in. He's been dragged back. There is the Avalanche buying some space for Ben. He's trying to turn, but the stun comes down onto 2. Ben, he's down. They've lost the quap. Sam H is moving deep in the tree line, looking for vision for more. They've brought in the sniper as well, TNC. Raven turns towards the tower. They'll take that one, and then they'll look for kills. The shrapnel giving them the vision in the tree line. Can they get the lockdown? They've got their eyes on X-Rag. There's the magic missile. They need a bit more to come in if they want to take down that Tiny, though, as X-Rag will be fine for now. Over Terra gets thrown out. X-Rag a little too far away. Raven was trying to get a rift from the sidelines.
They were trying to find the clockwork too, because they're like, where the hell did he go? But he actually just ended up TPing out. So.
3k gold lead now for TNC. Ravens. Sorry, and Cuckoo just keeping at the top. 4.9k, 4.4k. Jules has got his eyes on Tim's. Arcane Rune, that's mine. Tim's takes it. Got the first stun. I'm going to bother throwing out another. As got quite the damage there. Raven, he's got the armlet complete now.
Yeah, he can look to start getting aggressive with this team. He's actually gone for the 2 points in the stun. I wonder if he's going to now go back for leveling up Chaos Strike. I've seen people switch between both, either maxing stun or maxing the passive, depending on how they want to play. Either play more of the ganking style or just play that farming jungler to get the the big lifesteal procs from the crits.
Radiant's middle
Time
tower
to
is
shine
under
up and
attack.
go, see TNC. They grab the smoke.
He's now, yeah, he's going for the Chaos Strike, leveling up now. So 2 points of stun was enough. They just wanted to get kills in the lanes.
Is under attack. Radiant are
Now
scanning.
they're looking to press that advantage with farm. They ping out the mid tower. Looks like that wants to be the one that they go for here. They kind of want to avoid Happy Feet when it is nighttime a bit. That is the only problem is, during night, Happy Feet's still quite strong around that darkness
Tower is under attack.
from the Night Stalker. But anyone they find from TNC, they can definitely pick off here while they're going for this tower push. And with that double steroid, as we mentioned previously, the Venge and the Bloodlust being thrown onto the sniper, he deals quite a lot of damage. Behind the tower, TNC, they are looking for somebody. Jules might be the culprit here. They see him for
Camouflage shows. Yeah, Sam sees a chance to stun.
Radiant's
Let's go for it. But their player's safe. Clock backs back towards the tower.
Tower trade.
And indeed, they get the tower. And they are around the pit.
Radiant's
A
top
little
tower
risky
is under
to go
attack.
for it as is. They probably want to do so when they've taken a few more towers, at least a tier 1 top, and shut off this area of the map. As Happy Feet have got decent fight around the pit, for sure. The hook shot, avalanche, and Queen of Pain combo. It's a lot of AoE.
They still need time to be able to get this Queen of Pain to catch back up, though. He is very underfarmed still, 3,800 net worth, below the off-lane Nyx
Radiant's
Assassin
middle tower is under
from
attack.
TNC.
Dire's top
Mid lane,
tower is under
there's going to be a
attack.
battle.
Sandwich with the setup with the sentries down.
Oop.
They see him.
He knows. Jesse Vash now in an awkward position here.
Yeah, they'll turn with the stun. Oh, can't quite get it. Now get the lift off. Sam H falling low. More TP's coming in now. He turns, gets the 2-man stun. He's still alive for now. They'll put the Sonic Wave, and that will get the kill onto Sam. 1-for-1 trade.
Raven and Tim's both canceled their TP, so now they're going to dive 1-4-3-7 here.
Oh, and they'll get themselves a second, trapping the Ogre with the battery assault. 2 kills for Happy Feet.
As soon as they see those TPs get canceled, they know they can go for those dives.
Find a tier 1 top
Dire's top
for the
tower
Happy
is
Feet, as well as the 2 kills. They should find themselves a tier 1 middle.
They should be very happy with those type of trades. Rappy gets sniped, we'll be fine. It's way above the kill threshold.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
6-for-4, 2k lead for TNC, but not too tough for Happy Feet to turn around. The Tiny is getting bigger and bigger.
Yep. It's gone for the Echo Saber build. And the experience as well is it's fairly close. Happy Feet are doing a good job of keeping it up. The CK is very underleveled here, since they kept him in a full tri-lane for the most part. Only level 9 on Raven. Both him and Tim's are actually the same level. The Vengeful Spirit as well as that CK. They were trying to go for Ben-Hur.
That's a hard catch. Unless they get that stun from the trees. They are now finished with Ben.
They are seeing where Cuckoo's positioned right now, farming those Ancients, since they have that very deep aggressive ward coming out from Happy Feet near those Ancients. But daytime hits.
Dire's top tower
They do have
is under
darkness
attack.
available, but it makes it much harder for them to try to go for any of these type of situations. Sam H position bottom. He's just gonna harass the Tiny a bit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Carapace to the toss. Good amount of harassment.
Tiny looking for this full
Dire
sort of
are scanning.
active build with the use of the Echo Saber into the Shadow Blade,
Okay.
Link Dagger. So none of this sort of treads S and YAC that we're seeing being the more favourable build.
Yeah, Rabbi was trying to farm top. Scans just below there because he feels like there's a threat coming in. He does catch it onto TNC there. So nice little play there by Rappy, saving his own life with the scan.
Oh,
Hook shot.
Jules! Can he do it? I think he's going to have a good shot at it.
The
Sam
drums.
H.
He's got the movement speed.
Oh, okay.
Or does he?
Battery assault.
He walked back in. Just be careful. He's okay now. Rocket. Earn. Sam H.
He's hunting.
The cog. Oh.
Good CP out for Nyx.
That was close. That would have been very bad for TNC, losing the offlaner to a Clockwork support. Not ideal.
TNC is a 4-man
They drew this line like about a minute and a half ago that they wanted to be able to pressure top tower. And 1437 now placing his wards that he likes to place near that shrine. Just to be able to see those rotations. They see the Tiny rotating in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they know that Queen of Pain is bottom too, so they know they can keep contesting this tower quite nicely.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And they will take this tower. Or will they? There's a Happy Feet. They're trying to fight. They get the lift onto the Vengeful Spirit. Swap her back. That's one down. Happy Feet now on the retreat. They've got to be careful how they take this. They've got the Phantasm. They'll drag back in the Night Stalker. They'll take one down. Stunning Wave flies through from Ben-Hur. Raven falling low with a hook shot forward from Jules. Raven's in trouble. He'll try and only toggle his way out of this one, but it ain't going to work. 2 down on TNC. Happy Feet defend. Keep that tier 2 alive. Sam H with the wraparound. Does have Vendetta. Does he really want to go back in? It's a little risky. He's going to try it here and does have the damage from Cuckoo. But the Shadow Amulet, but the Sentry is down along with the Assassinate to finish off the Tiny. They will be able to punch back and get that kill on the carry of Happy Feet.
Happy Feet has so many different gap closers. Queen of Pain Blink, Tiny Toss, Clockwork, Night Stalker. Many different ways to just get on top of the side of TNC. Man, Tim's is so high level on this Vengeful Spirit. He's still the same level as his Nyx Assassin and Chaos Knight on this Vengeful. Level 11.
And has he got the Solar Crest complete?
He went for Arcane Boots.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Arcane Boot. You tend to want to have at least one Arcane Boot carrier when you're playing with CK on your team.
Sure.
Any of them, anyone who can get it is very ideal. They actually have 2. They have one on Sam H as well. But that'll be very helpful for them in these engagements. Surprised to see him not level this. Maybe one more point in the stun, but he just wants to focus on the auras to buff up, get that steroid going as we've been mentioning a few times. TNC, they've got the Echo Saber on Raven. They've got all this minus armor for the Roche. This should be a pretty quick one. And it does get dropped down in a very fast pace with all that minus armor. Raven will pick that one up. Almost a Hurricane Pike. Well, not almost. Relatively close for Cuckoo. Hurricane Pike going to be very necessary. They need as many 4 staffs as possible, as usual, versus Clockwork. Haven't seen what Sam H is going to purchase just yet, though. I'd imagine it would be something along like a Blink or a 4 staff. And Sam H walks into the Ancient stack. Got a Sentry. He will scurry away, though.
He's been dusted, that Ben. He's got the vision. Ooh, the toss actually getting help back there by the stun. And with that, Sam H. Ooh, he's not going to make it. Not going to make it. Very close indeed. Get the Spirit Vessel picked up now on the Clockwork.
That can be nice versus CK. Avoid that lifesteal that you get from the Chaos Strike. And it's just a lot of damage as well versus these high strength heroes. And here we go. The smoke coming out. They've got the Shadow Blade on Tiny too.
Raven, that's the big one if they can get this. They open up on him. They've got the combo. Raven getting bursted down low, but Tim's with the save. Swapping him out will keep Raven alive. Pays with his own life, of course, but what a save there from Tim's. Getting Raven back to base on minuscule health. And that's the save they need to pull out. They have to keep Raven at the top.
Yep. They just pinged out Jules as well. They saw him go a little bit deeper, so they do expect a ward maybe to be on that high ground, but Jules actually put in a pretty sneaky spot far there on the left, as you can see. So Sam H does go for the 4 staff as expected versus the clock. I was wondering if he might just go for the Blink Dagger to be that initiator, but it's just too useful to have those as many forces as possible versus that clock. And Blink will be the next item of choice for Raven to be able to close that gap. Just the build that we've been seeing lately on the Chaos Knights. Get that Blink, Echo Saber, Armlet, and then go into that Heart or BKB, whichever one you deem more necessary. Another 4 staff, the Hurricane Pike almost done on Sniper.
And the Blink for Raven as well, so he can look to try and get those jumps onto like the squishy core, like the Queen of Pain. If they could take out the Queen of Pain at the start, that would be nice for TNC.
They have a lot of tools for it. So many different disables, as the panel was mentioning. And they have an Nyx, which makes it a lot easier. And smoke comes out. They're looking for a fight. Still nighttime for a bit. Don't know if Happy Feet's going to expect this one. Jules' position on the high ground.
Oh,
He
the
breaks the
explosive
smoke.
spell, but they'll find him with a wave of terror straight in. And they'll get the catch. Good awareness there with that wave of terror, knowing that someone would be hiding in those trees.
Ben-Hur has to be careful here. Does get the blink away just in time. So Raven has queued up the heart next. Doesn't feel like he needs a BKB. Sam H on the prowl. Just looking for anybody here. Raven, Sam H.
Oh,
and
again.
Jesse.
Diving deep, but paying off. Power of the Blink Dagger CK.
Yeah.
So many ways to get involved in that action. Farming the kills to get yourself towards the heart. No need to hit creeps anymore.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Rappy is this off-lane Night Stalker. He does have 7 assists, but he's 0 and 2. He's not having the impact he really would like as a core NS in comparison to the Nyx Assassin on the opposing team, who is giving a lot of information for TNC. He's just constantly running around in Vendetta.
Players here.
Down bottom. TNC coming across yet again.
Rappy mid, Phantasm used by
They're
Raven.
ready to go. Blinking, pulling him in with a Phantasm and Rift. Too much damage for any hero to deal with.
And now it's daytime. He can lead them to going for this tower.
They have to get back. If anyone shows, Raven will just blink Rift with the illusions. They're just going to get wiped.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Raven should get this for free.
BKB looks like to be the next item for the Tiny. He has built 0 armor items. He is literally still sitting on 0 armor on Tiny versus Reality Rift, Vengeful Spirit, and a Medallion. If he gets Focus Fire down, he's gonna get bursted so quickly here. I don't even know if BKB's gonna really do much. Even if he's magic immune, if they just right-click him, he's gonna take an incredible amount of damage.
Yeah, this CK's gonna melt him, probably the easiest out of all the heroes on a Happy Feet.
Pretty surprising to see him not even go for the Ring of Aquila that like we've been seeing from a lot of the players who play that Tiny.
It is just the old school Tiny build he's going for.
Yeah. I think he's gonna suffer a lot just because of that. Like sitting on 0 armor versus this heavy minus armor lineup. Not really liking that one. They do have a big ancient stack that's starting to get cleared up by the Queen of Pain though. Yeah. And BKB is finished.
I mean, Ben has made a good recovery. And from
Sure.
the start to now, this Quap is back and he is relevant.
He's only died once.
Yeah.
And it's off.
The game still certainly feels hard for Happy Feet. As you say, with the fact that they do have this carry Tiny building as he is.
Yeah.
Also the fact that there's... I mean, just that alone, that sort of raises issues. In how on earth does this Tiny ever get to the point where he can fight unless Happy Feet really are just jumping on and mass disabling the entirety of TNC, but that's a hard
Dire's
ask.
top tower
Yeah, I guess he
is
like
under attack.
you look at TNC's lineup and he does really need that magic immunity, but yeah, the sheer physical damage might just be too overwhelming here. TNC, do they have sentries? They're prepared.
Top tower
They
is
do have
falling.
one down. They do see Happy Feet engaging. Hook off the mark.
Oh, now they might turn and look towards it. Raven, he has got Phantasm. Out it comes. BKB will come out from X-Drag. Phantasm and the Rift drags back in the clockwork. They take down one. Rappy trying to chase down. X-Drag, he's looking for the CK, but Raven with the blink jumps across, gets the cut down onto Rappy. The illusion still giving them vision. TNC could go in for more if they see the chance to do so. Assassinate onto Jesse Vastra. X-Rad trying to come back in with a combo onto Cuckoo. Can he finish off the kill? No, the stun's out. The swap as well. Saving Cuckoo. Keeping him alive. And only Ben-Hur surviving on the side of Happy Feet. And he just gets away as well. Raven nearly closing the gap for the catch.
As soon as the BKB wears off on Tiny, they can't fight anymore from Happy Feet.
This Tiny just feels very hard to do anything to any impact in these fights.
Yep.
This build, it just doesn't seem ready for this patch. If you're playing it as the safe lane Tiny against this, as you say, just a super heavy physical DPS lineup.
Yeah, with Venge and Bloodlust, it's so much damage coming out. Raven has the full BKB if he chooses to purchase that one. He did have the heart initially queued up, but now he switched to the BKB. We'll see if that's the choice that he tends to go for here. Might just save gold and make the decision afterwards. Sam H continuing to just be on the prowl in Vendetta, giving so much information for his team every single time.
This will come in handy.
That one there, though, TNC, the hook shot from Happy Feet was off the mark, so the whole initiation from Happy Feet was a little bit skewed there. And
Players here.
TNC were able to position themselves nicely. Now they're getting more and more farmed. 9k gold advantage, about a 9k experience advantage as well. And it's looking harder and harder for Happy Feet for this game.
It is indeed.
Tim's
He's off.
just fine. Level 16 Venge.
What is next for the Tiny? What's he got queued up? Has he got some armor?
He's got nothing.
Nothing queued up yet. So he's still literally on 0 armor.
Yep.
I'm sure his next time's going to change that.
It has to be ace.
It has to be ace.
Worthy tribute.
Jules getting spotted out by Raven.
And he is dead.
Deep in 1437 with the kill. Kill secure. We'll give it to him. He has queued up AC.
There we go.
Needs the armor.
That's the armor we were waiting for.
Radiant's top
Sell
tower
that
is
stout.
under
Pick up the
attack.
plate, man. Do it. No. Okay, no. He wants that stout. Oh, this is looking rough now for Happy Feet. As you see their last fight up top, TNC. And their core's getting bigger and bigger. Cuckoo and Raven very far ahead of their respective counterparts on Happy Feet's lineup.
Sam H just invised into the Ancients and stole one from the Tiny with that Vendetta. A little bit of BM. He's got Blink Dagger now finished on Nyx, so much easier for him to get that catch onto the Queen of Pain. Whenever you see Quap pushing out a lane, you're going to expect the Scream of Pain. You can Blink Carapace into that stun, and since Nyx stun goes through Linken's, they do have the disable that can be enough to kill Ben-Hur.
There's Hexagon as well. He's probably just going to go for the Hyperstone first. So he's going to have even longer ways. Got no armor.
He buys the plate mail.
Ah, okay. There we go.
They've got Solo Crest as well on Rappy. They'll be throwing on him, so
okay.
a little bit of boost up of armor for him.
He needs it.
Yeah, he really needs it.
Plate mail there as well on Ben-Hur as he heads towards the Shiva's Guard. Yep.
He's still farming pretty well. That last fight, he did not have the greatest Sonic Wave. Actually, I don't think it ended up really clipping anybody, but it is a hard game for Happy Feet to take versus TNC's positioning. Roche respawning right now, and TNC just walked into the pit and it wasn't up, so it respawned right after they leave. Bit unfortunate for them, but now it does get scouted out by Tims. If they get into that Roche pit, TNC can kill it so quickly. And they still have this deep aggressive ward. They know where Jules is. They know at least where a couple of these heroes from Happy Feet are. They see the Tiny. Gets the invis off.
They don't quite have detection in range.
They have Dust on top of Sam H and Sentries on 1437, so they do have the reveal if they do close that gap. Hook shot.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. They've got the vision on Raven.
He's got BKB
He
though.
does. He just pops it straight away, turns back towards the Clockwork. The Clockwork's gone. Raven now with the Phantasm ready to fight for more. Blinks forward and shreds through the Rubik. Double kill for Raven. BKB out and Extract, but they're just avoiding this Tiny. Backing up. Fire Blast is there with the lockdown onto the sidelines. They have the Assassinate from Cuckoo to take down Ben-Hur as well. Extract, all he can do, he BKBs. They just ignore him, and then he just has to use the Shadow Blade to get out of there. He can't commit or offer anything to these team fights as this Tiny.
Yeah, I think this game's actually just over. They can't contest at all versus this CK. Sniper just sits in the back. They've got these beefy frontline heroes on TNC, and with the BKB on Raven, as soon as he pops that one, they have no fight versus him. That's going to be a quick easy Rax with that Venge Aura. And they're not going to stop. They're going for a secondary one. They're looking to just close this game out. They're ready to jump as soon as they see someone too.
I'm an X-Crack, he's looking at it. They've got the hook shot in onto the Sniper, but immediately the Clockwork forced out. X-Crack's going to come in from the back lines. He looks towards the Nyx assassin with the Sonic Wave as well. They'll find one kill. Raven's falling low. They have lost 1437 as well on the Ogre. This could be the defense that they're after. X-Crack not going to fall as the Assassinate comes through. It's not quite enough damage. Ben-Hur jumps in, gets another as he takes down Raven. That's a big kill for the Quap. They've also got their eyes on the Vengeful Spirit, chasing down Tims. Tims He ought to fall, and he does indeed. Double kill for Rappy.
TNC not expecting that buyback from the Queen of Pain.
Big
Really wanted
impact.
to push the issue.
Big plays indeed from Ben. With that buyback, keeps the game alive for Happy Feet. That's for sure. Still not in a great position, but it's not the worst position. They haven't lost. They're still in.
Yeah, they got a decent gain in experience there. About a 7.7k gain in that aspect there.
And maybe the Roche as well.
Yeah, the BKB was still on cooldown for CK in that fight, so they will actually be able to take this one out. TNC getting a little bit too overzealous here. They're still in a fine position, but giving up these kills, not exactly what they want.
So with that cheese and
Radiant.
Aegis, they're heading over.
Invisibility.
I don't know if they can get there in time. Already, Rubik positioning himself to block it off, and the Roshan's down. Ben-Hur grabs the Aegis. Rubik just getting blown up on the side of it all. Sam H moving in, looking for the stun. Cuckoo popped the BKB, and he's getting a lot of damage out with this sniper, able to man him. Now he's got to be careful. Jules in with a hook shot, has to control. Raven's back in though. Phantasm pop. He dragged in the Tiny. Where's your armor, son? It ain't there. 70 seconds and Tiny's down.
That
Two kills, and Raven.
Level 20 CK, he's got the Reality Rift, Pure Spell Immune.
Oh boy.
So he can just destroy that poor Tiny.
BKB doing nothing there against this TK. We're 2 heroes down. Looks like TNC are ready to try and force again a big push. Ben-Hur may have that Aegis, but will 2 lives be enough? What can he do? Jumps in, trying to clear these illusions. He's getting peeped. Actually, a buyback being forced out. For Tiny. He has to get back in X-Drag. And TNC will back off with that. They know that they can just wait it out, wait until Phantasm's back up, then look to go again.
Yeah, they can just wait for Phantasm up, wait for Aegis to be gone, and finish up the AC on Raven. He's pretty much got it done very shortly. More minus armor coming out.
So Arcane Ring bottom. I wonder if they'll be able to sort of protect that and until the point where he's going to use the ult again. That would be the dream. And it looks like he's going to have to pick it up. He sees that Happy Feet are coming over. I'll simply pick it up and take it away from them.
Yeah, it's going to be 8 seconds short on that Arcane Rune for his ulti. Arcane Rune only 50 seconds long. He had about 58-second cooldown on when he grabbed it. Cuckoo, though, at like no risk of dying anymore here because of that BKB he's picked up.
Did huge work last fight.
Yeah. Now Tim's also hitting level 20, so he's got that 15% higher Vengeance aura. I mean, this Venge is... I can't believe how high level he is.
I mean, I was looking...
Look, he's keeping up with the cores.
When we were looking at him earlier, I sort of had to remind myself, this isn't a core Venge.
Yeah.
It feels like it, though.
Yeah.
With the level he's at, as you say, level 20. Same level as this Tiny. Talking about the Tiny, he's going in for the kill. Tim's, Glimmer Capes, TP's out. Goodbye. Picks up the 4-star now as well. They do have this gem on the Night Stalker. Rappy and Happy Feet sweeping across the jungle of TNC. No one is there. Daedalus complete on Cuckoo.
Oh, he's got the full one already, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is under attack.
That's a lot of damage coming out from Sniper.
Mine!
Selfish.
14k lead still for TNC.
They're in such a comfortable spot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not really under much pressure at all to make any sort of plays. That's for sure.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's a bit of a dip on the graph as we see from their last defense. TNC, they've had enough. They want to go for the fight. They smoke up. Down the mid lane. Who will they catch? That's the question. They've got their eyes on X-Rag. Would be a great way to start the fight. If they can get the jump immediately, they're going, ooh, Shadowblade, where's the dust out? A little bit slow. So X-Rag will be able to walk back. Ben-Hur comes in. Sees the Phantasms. Has the TP out X-Rag. Oh, he's actually going to clear out the Phantasms really quickly.
Uses BKB, though.
He did. Actually, Ben-Hur as well jumped into the midst of it all. He's feeling very confident because that Phantasm isn't there. Ben-Hur taking so much damage. The Cuckoo peeps him down. That's going to be the Aegis gone. Jules pops the Ghost Scepter, but he's in a lot of trouble. They'll be able to get the clockwork after that wears off. Cuckoo Getting a wicked stick kill streak. White Rappy on a killing spree.
Cuckoo's in trouble now.
They have to retreat. They can't get Cuckoo out of there. Cuckoo's down. Tim's as well. Happy Feet making the turnaround happen here. 1437 also getting jumped upon as they chase him into their own jungle. And he is not escaping. Jump forward from Ben-Hur. And with the damage from this Queen of Pain, he gets the triple kill. TNC getting shut down.
They've got to give a little bit more respect to the Queen of Pain, who's actually caught up very nicely. That Scream, that Sonic Wave hitting pretty much everybody. Look at the damage done by the 2 cores on the side of Happy Feet.
Yeah, it's just so many ways to clear out those phantasms. As well as we see, as soon as they're taken out, the threat of the CK is greatly diminished.
Yeah. That can't be the way that TNC takes the fights. They need better. They need a real form of initiation rather than just like head-on going for a brawl versus this Quap who still had Aegis. Sure, they killed her and took out the Aegis, but that respawn into a massive Sonic Wave. Big swing around now, down to 9k gold advantage, and the experience is pretty much leveled out now. TNC. Has to be careful.
Middle tower has fallen.
Happy Feet making the comeback happen. As you say, one more fight like that, and a Happy Feet will happily be sitting at the advantage of this game. There's a lot of money on that Quap. Ben-Hur walking around with 6k gold, wondering what would be the best item for him to pick up now. What do you reckon for the Quap? What do they need?
I think Mjolnir's still pretty solid. Unless he wants to just buy a full Octarine. I don't know if that's the choice though. He did go for the Scream of Pain Fear. Cool. You know, the 1.5 second fear on that Scream. But still hasn't spent his gold. TNC looking to continue getting on the aggressive here. 40 seconds until daytime for them.
Look at this build as well for the Nyx Assassin. Maybe gearing up for the 100 Agi 25. He's got an SNY.
What the heck?
SNY drums Nyx.
Sure.
Makes him very beefy.
He just goes for the BKB.
Okay.
Safer play coming out for Ben-Hur.
TNC are ready to try again though.
They're trying to just get an instant BKB and
Maelstrom.
Okay, so he's got no buyback if he does go down.
It was still on cooldown, I believe. Actually, no, it wasn't on cooldown for that much longer. I think his buyback was actually okay. So
it's up now.
It is back up now. So you're right. He's opted to have no buyback with those purchases. So he does have to be careful. They need this Queen of Pain alive.
TNC's just going to clean out the... I think the safest play for TNC is take the Shrine, wait for that next Aegis, get some wards around the area, and then try to take a fight. They need to be careful, though.
Gift from the goddess.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Jules mid, 4 seconds done. And now TNC, they want to take a fight. When it's 4v5.
He's almost certainly going to have to buy back. 50 seconds, no clock. And Sam H, he's already found the setup elsewhere. Ben-Hur pots the BKB, but he gets dragged in. As the quick blink out. We'll be fine for now, but that's the BKB forced out. And with that, TNC, they want to push. They want to go. They have Phantasm ready. They're looking for that mid-Rax. And they are ready to jump upon them. There's the buyback. Clockwork's back in. Fortification popped as well. See, TNC respect this, but at the same time, I don't think TNC want to back off too much.
Nope.
They want to keep this going.
They forced the glyph, so they really want to be able to claim the tower before it comes back online. Cuckoo just commits in for it, and he gets it. Hookshot comes out.
Jules trying to go in. The 4-star's there to save the sniper. But the Fire Blast done as well. Phantasm comes out, and Raven picks apart the Rubik. Sending the illusions down bottom. Look at this Tiny just getting shredded by the sniper. Raven jumps in, drags him back, and that's going to be Tiny down. Double kill for Raven. Quick blink out from Ben-Hur. They've got the assassinate and the drag back. Raven gets the triple kill, and that is GG for sure. 2 cores down, 90 seconds, 100 seconds because of that purchase from the Quap. Ben-Hur can't afford the buyback. No way to defend. The game is over. TNC take game 1. A little bit messy for TNC as Happy Feet certainly had a couple of chances where they did begin to turn things back around, but at the end of the day, just the sort of core-to-core matchups favoring TNC by a large amount.